it's you. And every time I think about it, boom.
So B-I-G-G-I-G, bitches can't win. You talking all that shit, bitch, you can't even get in for free. Yeah, run that shit back. Yeah. Yeah, let me have one more time. One more time. Cool. Time for a better shot of clock. Bitch, you ain't talking about nothing. Time for a better shot of clock. ATL, I'm running. Time for a better shot of clock. Bitch, don't step on my gun, yes. Time for a better shot of clock. Nikki eating her fun, yes. Time for a better shot of clock. Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
What's that hoe? What's up? It's good, bitch. All right, what is going on, entertainers? So time coming to y'all with another video. We doing the Hollywood Hot Topics. You already know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know what y'all think down below. It's a lot to get into as of today. Okay, first I wanted to start off with is Ace. Okay, Ace from Love Island recently sat on a podcast and talked a little bit about some regrets he had with the recent season of Love Island. One of them being him going on a podcast with Speedy Norman and stating the fact that he believes that him and Nicolandria are just a little bit for pub. And he also insinuated that Nick had, okay? He went on this podcast, which conveniently was a little bit recent to Olan's birthday, and says that he regrets doing it, and he was speaking from the place of hurt, and that's why he said what he did, okay?
People along the way from... For example, even with the whole Nicolandria situation, when I spoke on that, like, that's me speaking from hurt.
Yeah.
It was more like bro, Nick just hurt my feelings. You know, I didn't feel like he had my back. And then, you know, even though I praised Nicolandria.
Okay, pause. Hurt your feelings by what? Like, I don't get what Ace wanted from Nick, because let's say if Nick came out and supported him and said, oh, no, Ace wasn't the leader of the guys, he wasn't controlling everybody. The way this fandom is, Love Island, I feel like, is equally as toxic as the Zeus fandom and more toxic than the Big Brother fandom. I thought about any cast members to see, you know, who has said anything racial in the past, who has said anything mischievous in the past. They will dig all of that up, right? So coming across Love Island, which once again, I'm still pretty new to it, y'all. It's my second season. I'm a sophomore. Oh, yes. I didn't know it was that toxic until last season. So regardless if Nick spoke out or not in defense of him, some of this fandom is so toxic and dumb-minded, they would have still believed what they saw on that edited show. Regardless. So it wouldn't have changed a thing. I think Nick was more so, I think Ace was more so jealous and feeling away of the fact that Nicolandria was a thing, that there were even a hashtag. Shell Ace wasn't as big as they thought it was going to be. So that to me created a sense of jealousy, hate, and ugliness.
You was jealous. That's jealousy. That's hate. That's ugliness.
That's what it gave, because the way that he spoke on that Speedy Norman podcast, and Speedy also, he's another one that's a little guilty as well, because you tried to make it seem like you knew this information about Nicolandria, like you have like some tea on them or something like that that you could expose, that Ace told you off camera. You know, he did this whole hoopla, like a Blue's Clues type of thing, and we have still yet to this day found out what he was referring to. You cannot have been mad at the repercussions that you got from this. I'm sorry. It's just like you kind of set up yourself in a bad situation. And that interview caused a ricochet of the fandoms going at each other. I remember vividly when that interview dropped that day. It was during the summertime. It was hot outside. You feel me? The wind was blowing. When that interview dropped, the internet shut down for at least 2-3 days. Everything was talking about Love Island. Love Island, Love Island, Love Island, Love Island, Love Island. Okay? To the point where Alondra even tweeted something shady. She never spoke online up until that point, or has tweeted or said anything. So that interview caused a lot of turmoil within the fandom.
In the same interview with Speedy, I still also spoke on her relationship. So it opened up the door for her to get hate on in general. And then that wasn't even my intent of the whole thing. It was just basically me to stay how I'm feeling. But, you know, I hurt myself. I hurt them in the process. And that's something where, you know, we talked about it that same week and we smoothed things over and cool, but it put a damage on all of our relationship. And that's something that it hurts to this day because, you know, these are people who I was friends with in the villa for a while, you know, and, you know, you try and move on, you try and, you know, next play it, but, you know, you always want to still right your wrongs.
Right.
And I was definitely wrong for that situation. And
Let me say this.
like, I've hurt people.
Child, Ace was upset that y'all wasn't buying his song Clock Hut. Let me stop. Clock Hut, okay? Ace wanted y'all to purchase Clock It, his song on the online, girl. Okay, y'all was not supporting. It was big of him to apologize because he could have easily just not said anything. I just feel like it's a little bit too late, and that's the issue. I feel like had this been done a lot sooner, it would have maybe rectified some things to where maybe Alondra could have really forgiven him. From what we know, and from what we at least see online, Alondra don't really mess with most of the cast. And I don't blame her because a lot of their true colors sort of shown once everybody exited the villa and they saw how America has reacted to all of the cast. So why would I be cool or friends with you and you're hating on me? That's the problem with Love Island, is because it's so fame and it's so money driven that it turns the cast members against each other, and it has nothing to do with love. This is why I made up with I came here for love. I came here for clout. I came here for the opportunities. I came here for the followers. I came here for clout. They didn't come for love. That's the problem. Had they really came for love, they would not even they would have not had an issue, and that interview would not have caused what it did. But it's because they all came there for clout, followers, and opportunities, okay? Because Ace cannot sit up here and let us know that he did not want some of the same opportunities that they've been given. Let's be real. Regardless of the amount of money he's making on TikTok, the recognition that Alondria and Nick have been getting over this past year, I'm pretty sure Ace would have wanted that as well for himself. Anybody would. I would. So that's good that he's apologizing. I just feel like it's a little bit too late. Okay. Now, Olan has not responded back to this as of yet. Probably all hasn't been forgiven, if I'm gonna be honest. All right. Now, yes, y'all, let's address this whole Gabriel situation. Okay. There's rumors that Gabriel, one of the newer cast members of this season, has been kicked off of the show. They're saying due to his political beliefs and all that. I feel like this has now been debunked. I don't think this is true. Another thing that irritates me about Love Island is these new commentators popping out the woodworks. Okay, all over TikTok, freaking Instagram. They just it's like a Groundhog Day with these they just coming out like, I've never seen them on my timeline. The moment Love Island come around, they just pop up. Okay, one of them specifically is a liar. Okay, it's like this. He has like curly hair or something like that. He was like, "Oh, Gabriel got kicked off." No, he's not, because they just dropped a promo, and guess who's included in there? Gabriel. There's Sean, Kenzie, Gabriel. I think that the reason why this rumor is floating around, they probably demoted him to a bombshell. Boomshell. He's probably the first boomshell that is going to walk up in that villa to even out the numbers. Because now that Ms. Vasana is gone, that now leaves a male vulnerable. So they probably are making him vulnerable. I'm not vulnerable. They're trying to save a male from being vulnerable right off the bat, and they're putting him as a bombshell. So I think that's where that rumor is coming up. Okay. I don't believe those rumors until Love Island confirms it, or one of the major presses sort of releases or backs up a statement. So I kind of figured that was kind of shiesty too, because it's one thing what happened to Vasana, which I want to talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But the way they made it seem was like Gabriel, they found out certain things about him. No, they would have found that out before they even casted him and announced him to the whole world, knowing that these people are detectives, babe. They're going to dig deep and find out any information that they can. So I kind of knew this rumor was false once it dropped because it didn't really make a lot of sense. Okay. Let's talk about the Vasana thing. Now, Vasana's off the villa. She's gone. I will say a part of it to me is kind of sick. Not any sympathy for Vasana, but I'm talking about the situation in itself. Those friends that released that footage, y'all are pieces of craps just as much as she is for saying the N-word. I hope y'all know that, right? Because why all of a sudden y'all releasing it and y'all maybe feeling the way that she said the N-word, but y'all was in that car laughing with her, my nigga. Y'all just as much as pieces of craps as her. And y'all even more pieces of crap because y'all snakes, because y'all see that y'all, that's probably those are probably former friends. I don't think those are probably her current friends. Y'all see that she got an opportunity, she made it, and y'all clipped something and y'all released it in order to ruin her opportunity. I do feel like they did the right thing by getting rid of her because y'all did the same thing to Elisa. Y'all try to look for Elisa Instagram. I don't even see her Instagram. Y'all done ran a girl off the internet. Y'all fandom is something nasty, girl. I'm like, God. Okay, last time Ulissa was heard of, they just socked her in Doral. Okay, she was at a Taco Bell, Tacolandia in Doral, and they just socked her. Okay, she trying to get her a party box and a Doritos Locos Tacos, and she ended up with a 5-finger cheesy punch. And they socked her up out of there. And y'all, I cannot find her Instagram. If y'all do, please send it to me. I want to see if she posted anything in regards to it. Y'all, you know it'd be funny if her and Vasana start a podcast called Canceled Before Entry. Or the Forbidden Entry. Villa doors closed. You know what I'm saying? I could go on and on, girl. Like, it would be such a key if they started a podcast together. NWA, okay? Not welcomed. No welcome allowed, okay? Instead of niggas with attitudes. Like, you say, like, man, I could go for this. But I feel like what they did was, the way they went about it was just, to me, it was very low and shisty. Like, imagine you get an opportunity and somebody is saving something to release it. Like, that in itself, it made me realize I may have never be on reality TV, because what I do on here, somebody's going to clip something that I've said in a way and try to make it seem like I'm some whatever they want to paint. Like, because I have so much people that watch me that don't like me, which is weird. That's another thing. Stop watching people y'all don't like. That's like, y'all know that's kind of, you're mentally ill, right? You're watching somebody you don't like. You don't think that's kind of weird? You're keeping up with people that you don't like, or that you don't like their opinion. When an unsubscribe, or, you know, there's millions of other channels. Y'all don't find that odd? I'm just saying, but I just know I just have a bunch of ops out there that are just waiting for the day to take me down. So it's just like my dreams of becoming, not becoming, but going on one of these shows. It's like, after that happened, I said, girl, curtains. It's no shade. It really is. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about that rumor. And let me know what y'all think. All right. So let's talk about Daphne. So y'all all seen the tape that I recently spoke about of Daphne and Diddy and Sly. Okay. Slithery Sly. Nasty bastard. She released a statement and also released promo for her OF, y'all. Her promo, her OF, which, by the way, I didn't even know she did OnlyFans. Her OnlyFans, you guys, is now 85% off. She is gotten you guys a bargain. Okay, how generous of her. She said everybody plays the fool sometime, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. You know, he got a little clit. I wanted to fulfill all of his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries and my back. Have you seen Sly's D? I deeply loved him, and I believe he loved me too. It's so painful for me to process the harsh reality of truth of that relationship. But as time passes by and in the quiet moments, funny how time passes by. Oh, baby. I sing all the time in the mirror. Funny how time flies when you're passing by. Oh, baby. Oh, I love Janet Jackson. I realized that it was far from love. Diddy's love, that is. The recent leak was a tape, and I never consented to being filmed on. I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if I didn't give him the lump sum of money, that they would leak it on the web. I almost gave in to this demand, and once I didn't, this person eventually sold this tape to a giant media outlet. The media outlet called me one day and said they had the tape and asked if I had any comment before the release. It was the first time I ever fainted. I'm sorry, y'all. This isn't. I'm sorry, y'all. This isn't funny. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. This isn't funny, y'all. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm on one today, y'all. I'm on one. Okay, let me stop. I almost this was the first time I almost fainted in my life. Once the media company understood the tape that they purchased was revenge porn and an extortion scheme, they backed off from broadcasting it. I know they're probably reading this, and I want to say thank you for doing the right thing. Even though years later, it's come back to haunt me again. That next. It took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my abuse. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful because only I knew the inner turmoil and pressures I felt in those moments. I was not and never in the right mind throughout the entirety of that relationship. Seeing myself so lost is excruciating. And I want to hold that girl in that room and get her out of there and tell her that that wasn't love. That was not Diddy's love. She didn't need to do this for love. My heart is breaking as I type this. I wish so many things were different, but I can't take back the hands of time. I can only continue to move forward and slowly learn to love and trust myself again. I want to love and protect myself so much that I'll never come across such a harmful environment again. This is the first time that I've ever felt a part of my own body and that my body belongs to me. Oh, that's nice. I am precious. I am special. I am worthy. That this I promise to hold true as in my heart for the woman I am becoming and the woman and for the woman I once lost. Okay? First things first, I wonder what media outlet that was because that's the dumbest thing ever. What the heck makes y'all, what media outlet is dumb enough to purchase a tape and get a tape and contact the person that's in the tape saying, oh, do you have any comment before releasing it? Did they not know how the law works? That must have been media takeout or something because ain't no way. Any notable and reputable media outlet would have known better than to do that. And also, what makes you think that they weren't the one who leaked it, Bukabat? And she's saying, thank you for you guys to doing the right thing. Well, in my opinion, from what we saw in that video, that looked like the wrong thing. With her addressing that she was in the right frame of mind, she probably was talking, in my opinion, probably referring to the aspect of her being controlled and manipulated in order to participate. Did she seem inebriated or any way under any substances? From the video that I saw, no. But once again, it's in a dark red tinted room. She could have been high or drunk as a kite for all we know, and sort of pushed into that room to do those things that she did. So that's between those three people that were in that room. But I will say I do feel bad for her 50 Cent son because kids nowadays are very cruel. So imagine your father is like the biggest troll on the internet, and then your mom, people could go online and watch her suck sausage. Like that's so humiliating, and I feel like that's what's not being talked about enough. Screw 50 Cent and screw her. What about that child? They're the ones that's really gonna have to live with this growing up, and it's really sad too because he's still very young. So this isn't something that's gonna go away very quickly. I just, I really, once again, just feel bad for the kid. Like it's just like Daphne to me. This didn't move me. This statement, you know what I'm saying? It didn't move me. I feel like a lot of people that have dealt with Diddy, they have all these things to say about how he's so damaging as a person and all of that. But like when y'all was with him and the money train was money training, everybody kept quiet. I can guarantee you, if this man was out and he still has all the funds, and he's able to recoup all his funds, and all those lawsuits go away, and he's able to go back on that money train that he was once on, do you guys think that those same people are not going to come back around? You'd be foolish to think so, to think not so. So that's just how I feel about it. I feel like this statement was very long-winded. I'm glad that she said what she said at the end, which is very important. That every part of her body she feels like is now hers. Like, that's really touching, because anybody that's been following this case knows that some of the women that he has dealt with have experienced a lot of trauma. So that's good that she came to that conclusion. Now, I will say this to say that she is on OnlyFans. So take that for what you will. Okay. Now, she did decide to go on the internet and answer a little bit of a Q&A. All right.
Just kind of handpicked some questions that I've been asked. And yeah, so let's start. Okay, so question numero uno is, so I just kind of handpicked some questions.
Someone asked her at one point, does size really matter? And she posted this with like a Q&A time. So this is what I mean. It's like they're not really taking it serious. Like, it's just like that's a whole big tape of you online. Like, that's huge. Okay. Speaking more freak nastiness, Blueface. Well, no, a follow-up on 50 Cent. 50 Cent said this about Daphne and the whole situation and said, she's not a victim. Sir, can you imagine going to 8th grade to find out that this is your mom? Now, this is the kid that they shared together. Some of you guys were confused as to why 50 Cent should care. They have a child together. Going to 8th grade. All right. To find out this is your mom. The court system in LA thinks it's fine. And what's even worse is his photos out there for all the internet to see. So other kids that's going to be in high school within a year or so, after he finishes 8th grade and going to 9th, they're going to know what he looks like. And they're going to make his life a living hell. Okay? I'm just saying. Speaking more freak nastiness, Blueface recently was on live and mentions the fact that Nevaeh gets tested for both him and her.
Yeah, she goes to the doctor for both of us. Like, when she go in and she come back and say it's clear, that means I'm good. I don't even gotta go get checked up. Maybe set up.
They said, when's the last time you been to the doctor? Y'all do know I go to the doctor, right? This man.
I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Now it all makes sense as to why Krishan allegedly had what she had when giving birth to Junior. It all clicks now. It makes a lot of sense because, she was getting tested for the both of them. Okay. And Krishan, she probably missed a day or two of testing. So that makes sense. This is really disgusting. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I really hope he's joking and trolling about this, but something tells me that he's not trolling or joking about this. Like, especially if you're screwing raw. Multiple people at that. Raw. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, Nevaeh, you're preggers. So I hope you're not letting them raw in you. Smells like onions right now.
Don't have nothing.
Yeah, she goes to the doctor for both of us.
I can't. This is why any girl that get with Blueface, I don't feel bad for them. Like, I low-key laugh at them now. Like, it's like a big laughing stock. Any girl that gets with Blueface, like, you deserve whatever comes to you at this point. Like, he done put it all out there, okay? Now the girl gets tested for them. You feel me? He gonna call you a dog, make you stand on 2 feet. You feel me? He might put a leash around your neck. You feel me? Like, You know, it's just part of the course. Now, there's this video that's going viral where Mike, he's a YouTuber, y'all. He's the one that usually does the 20 versus ones. He's one of the popular ones that does the 20 versus one, where he was at a club and he was at a section, and one of the bouncers or whatever asked him to move to another section because Lil Baby wanted to take that section over, but he already paid 2 bands for the section. He declined it off the rip once the bouncer tried to tell him that, and he said he is not moving with his crew.
No, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. Hey, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. Call whoever you want to call. We're not going nowhere.
Okay.
I know you paid already for this side. So what's up? All we're doing, so that's how it's gonna be for Baby and the rest. Okay, for a lot of people, we know that y'all paid. We're not telling y'all that y'all not gonna have a. We're just have to move y'all to make room for Lil Baby and other people. That's all. So where? We got 3 booths for y'all right now on the other side of the world. No, because you gotta understand, if niggas pay to be on stage, that's what we supposed to be at. I understand. You know what I'm saying? If you pay $2,000 for something, what you gonna do? You gonna be on stage. You're not gonna be out there. So it's there, bro. Just come.
Okay, now he ended up not moving, y'all, and he was Lil Baby was performing right next to him. This makes me happy because I feel like a lot of these quote unquote celebrities, they think they're like way bigger than the program, and that's just not the case, especially when money talks. I don't care what nobody says. There's a lot of streamers, there's a lot of content creators. They're making 10 times more than any of these rappers that y'all see out here. Don't ever get it twisted, especially the ones that are hitting a certain amount numerically on a monthly basis. They are making that bread. These rappers are having to literally do all these shows, all these appearances, just to make up half as much of what some of these people that are online content creators are making. So this made me happy that he stood his ground and he did not just go. Plus, the nigga African. One thing about this, okay, the nigga African. Do you hear me? That nigga was not going nowhere. All right, just off the sense of his pride. His father would have called him. He's seen him move like, I seen that video of you in the club. Why did you let them disrespect your honor and make you move after you pay all of your hardworking money? Mike, I raise you better than that. Okay, I tell you, make sure you stand up for yourself as a man, and you make sure that you stand your ground because you are a king. Okay, I raised you as an Abdul. Like, that nigga wasn't going nowhere. The video of him performing was so awkward. So there's this rapper, y'all, and y'all, I don't know every rapper, so I had to do my research and look him up. Some of his biggest songs, his name is Sauce Walker. Some of his biggest songs are Ghetto Gospel, Where Was You At, and Texas Cyclone. Okay, he's based out of Houston. All right, and then a lot of people feel like he made the term drip very popular. Okay, so that's who he is. Apparently, he was on like a phone with his girl, one of his girls, I think, and basically was going at it with her and said that he would get Drake pop, basically unalive Drake, and it ended up getting spilled all over the internet.
Put your hands on me. You already do all that already. So what the does even matter?
I got you jump on my hoes. I will put my hands on you though, but I didn't. You got jump on my.
Child, typical Houston nigga. Y'all gotta be careful them Houston niggas. I done heard. Them Houston niggas, baby. A lot of them are low-key pimps. That's what I heard.
Black hoes. This shit on videos.
Yeah, because you had me set up. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel good?
I will get you jumped again. I don't give a. Just like I get Drake smoked, I will get Drake car shot at. Nigga, you better realize who the I am. I don't give a what nobody talking about.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, you do.
She gives like a Love Island cast reject. You know, she says the N-word, okay? Not gonna lie, by that twang in his voice. I don't have to say it. How you doing? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh yes. You know what's crazy? Like, if you know, like the girls that get it, they get it. Like I'm telling y'all, by that twang in his voice, baby. Now apparently he dropped some more receipts after this drop, and he basically refuted back to her because the baby mom was very, very upset, right? And that's why she ended up leaking this call. Now, after this leak call, he posted some text messages, said, "Can't be tender if I'm the one who sent her. We've been splitting buddy money for years." Next subject. As if he sent her off. See, didn't I tell you Houston niggas known to pimp? He sent her off to basically mess with Drake so that way they could get the money together and split it. Which my whole thing is, why would you want another dude to be? This generation is a little too gay, and this is coming from a gay nigga. It's just a little too gay now for my liking. You get what I'm saying? It's harder to differentiate, you know, who's who. We're getting too much competition, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Gone are the days where we were, you know, rare, where we were, you know, like exclusive. Now it's just everybody. You know what I'm saying? So this is the text messages that he dropped where it said, "Can't argue with that. Done. Just that easy. See you soon. Enjoy. I'm about to tell Drake thank you." And then with the laughing emoji. I'm pimping dump. Just give me the 16K. Yesterday, on God. Yep, I gave you 40K. And all you did was drop me off at home after. Never got me the roses of your life. I gave them both roses on the same day. What's wrong with that? I've give you way more than 16K that you stalking for. She don't even like black guys. I couldn't even have that ball in as the she was on my hoping I hollered at her. Coulda shouldered that 304. I don't give a F. I will send that to you. I don't care what you talking about. I'm going for Lana. I'ma tell her. Tell Drake get at me. She already know. I hope you break him, splash, need the money. I hope you break her, splash, need the money too. That was pretty much some of the receipts that was dropped. Now the last few ones short of show like some videos and some other proofs of her being sort of like a sent off towards Drake and just going back and forth traveling. To me, he could have left this in the archives because this is more embarrassing for him than her. And not only that, I'm pretty sure Drake was aware that y'all was trying to run game on him, but he didn't care probably allegedly because he was probably, you know, getting some of them big Debbie cakes from her because she looks like she has a mean BBL. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about this video. What do y'all think about this whole Gabriel thing? And what do y'all think about Ace's apology as well? Let me know what y'all think down below. And we're out, babies.